Network.
Boots in the gravel, dust on the sleeve, notebook open, Daniel Lee Barnett breathes. Young ghost chaser, chasing those tracks, coffee in a thermos, mic in his pack. He's got a camera, he's got a dream, out in the pines where the wild things scheme. Mythical legends, Daniel's on the line, digging through the story, between the truth and science. From my Bigfoot life to the tales you won't believe. Mythical legends, come and follow Dandy.
Now, dim the lights, keep an open mind, and welcome to Mythical Legends with Daniel Lee Barnett.
And welcome back to the Mythical Legends Podcast. I am Daniel Lee Barnett, and I don't know who this is, but it is one of my co-hosts, Laura Fowler or Squire. Welcome to the podcast, Laura. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Melting slightly.
It's a tad warm in the UK at the moment. How's things been?
Yeah, good. Very busy. Lots of plans being made, so all good.
So basically, guys, we thought we come to you all today because we are so close to moving MonsterCon, and I have some very, very special guests to bring on and to talk to you about. And one of them is an incredible guest that myself and Laura are amazed to have. And I think I did say to this guest I can't wait to have a hug because it will be amazing to have this guest in the UK. But before we get there, guys, I'm going to bring on probably the most energetic man there is in the world. And his name is Mr. Ryan RPG Golembeske.
Yeah, ba-dabba-doo, boy, live from Florida, where what you call hot, we call a normal Monday. So while you're sweating, we're sweating too. We're sweating with you, and we love you. UK, I can't wait to get back. Is that enough energy for you? If it isn't, I'll be right back to get some more. And I'm back with more. This is called coconut, and it's delicious. Go ahead. Somebody else try and talk. Nope, you can't. It's all me now. More coconut.
Mr. Golembeske, you eating on my podcast?
I'm sorry. I watched Ocean's 11 with Brad Pitt, and in every scene he's eating, and I thought that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen because it's a little bit rude. I'm just kidding. That's the last one I'm going to eat. I don't want to get fired 2 minutes into the podcast. Let's go. Movies and monsters.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan RPG Golembeske is one of our guests for Movie MonsterCon, and we look forward to having him back in the UK again. But before we dive into Movie MonsterCon, I would like to bring on our two other organisers. Mr. Chris Alsford, also known as the Mythical Legends co-host.
Yeah.
I can't beat Ryan. I don't have any coconut. Sorry.
I'll eat one for you.
Honestly.
Okay, thanks, man. You take one for the team. You're a good guy.
And the final Mythical Legends co-host and my grandmother and partner in crime, let's bring on Jill Roberts.
Hello.
Now, can you try and match Ryan's energy or not?
Let's go.
No, because I do. Whenever Chris and Ryan are together, it's like looking after two toddlers. You know, too much energy. I think we just let them go away and play for a moment.
Toddlers. Okay. Noted.
I am teething.
Adorable toddlers.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the team for Movie MonsterCon. We cannot wait to kick August off. It's going to be an awesome event. So we have so much to dive into. and I cannot wait to dive into all different things that we're doing over that weekend. And I'd like to say hi to Steve Wolf. Well, mate, and I don't know who Ryan Golembeske is, but we'll move on. So let's start with the Friday schedules. So the Friday is a really adventurous day. Now, when me and Laura came up with that idea to do excursions on the Friday, we thought, let's go a little bit past just doing a walk in the woods. Let's actually go and do some exotic stuff. So let's start with Mr. Golembeske's excursions. He is going to be doing caving. Mr. Ryan RPG Golembeske.
Yes. So here's what's amazing about this. First of all, I want to send a shout out to everybody that signed up for this and was excited to do it with DJ Brewster. In this world, things come up and we can't always make our obligations. And he felt horrible about that. Daniel immediately called me and was like, what are we going to do? We got to figure this out. People are expecting. And here's why I want to, not that I need to, but plead my case for caving, is that in the Bigfooting world, there's very new theories that have come up recently or emerged. But one of them is the theory that I have that relic hominids, the reason they can exist in the UK and are even more ghosts in the UK than they are in the Pacific Northwest or any other place you believe they exist, is because they are using underground cave systems, karst systems, volcano tubes, obsidian glass tubes that volcanoes make when they spread. And by having access to these underground tunnels, they're able to exist in areas or coexist in areas with a fellow apex predator, aka humans, but yet remain ghosts. So I just want to say, like, caving and looking down, like, right, I bet almost everyone on here was brought up within organized religion, and we're taught that down is the devil. So we naturally don't look down. We don't think down. I'm asking everyone to look beyond the fears that have been put into us through religion to go, maybe we do look down, not for the devil. We look for Bigfoot. And I think the more of us that begin that pursuit underground, we're going to find an underground freeway where these things are thriving. And not only that, we're going to find earth wombs or earth tombs, which I'll talk more about on this, where they heal, give birth, and bury their dead. So there's a lot to talk about in this, and I'm super excited to get underground. Plus, it's scary. Like, I get a little claustrophobic. I like the open air, So I think we can have a lot of fun doing this. And caving, spelunking is spectacular. You never know, you might find your new hobby. So I'm very excited about this particular one. And DJ, I will do my best to honor you in this particular excursion.
So I think caving is going to be absolutely awesome. And I think it's going to be an excursion that people enjoy. Now, I would like Mr. Alsford to go caving, but I'm not sure he'd fit through the cave.
He's too tall. That poor head is beautiful. We don't want to scar that up.
You're muted, Mr. Alsford.
I thought that was done on purpose. Anybody read lips?
No.
Meanwhile, while we have these technical difficulties, we'd like to remind you that this is a family-friendly event. Miss Fowler here on the page, she runs one of the greatest community centers, I would argue, in the entire world. I have been there numerous times, and I've fallen in love with the community. And at the end of the day, that is what Daniel and his team are putting together, which is something that brings a larger community together to a place where community thrives. And I want to say that it's an honor, and it's back to you, Chris.
Yes, I'm allowed to speak now. Thank you, Daniel. I will try not to say any bad words. So the part with caving, I've been caving a few times, good fun. But I was worried about our choice of host when we announced DJ. I thought maybe he should go at the back, if you catch my drift. But I'm much more comfortable with RPG going because he's less likely to get stuck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. DJ is a big guy.
Yes.
And so it is going to be amazing because the instructors said to us that there'll be bats in the cave, and I think that'll be quite an experience. Do you think, Laura?
Yes, I'm glad I'm not going down there. I'll just send you all down and wait for you to come back and tell me all about it.
Hold on. No, I'm not letting my grandmother go down either.
I'm happy with the bats. I'm just not too keen on going very far in. We'll be there with tea and coffee for you boys. Don't worry.
And so now going to Mr. Ryan RPG Golembeske's second excursion, which is Monsters Under the Sea talk with Ryan. Now, Ryan, would you like to say a little bit about it?
Yeah. This one, I'm obviously, don't tell Bigfoot or relic hominids that my first love was sea monsters, mostly because the deep, dark sea scares me. You ever been asked the question, would you rather be lost in the middle of an endless forest or in the middle of the ocean? And I would pick forest all day. So anything that scares you, in my opinion, is something you're supposed to go toward because you want to conquer those fears. But the fun about this talk is we all love Loch Ness. We all love the Kraken. We all love sea monsters and stuff. They stimulate the imagination. And to be honest, they keep us out of the ocean. Just like I would say the devil keeps us out of the earth. It keeps us afraid of that. But that's why we need to explore it, to figure out what is going on down there. And there has been some recent developments, specifically with Loch Ness, that I can't wait to talk about, that I didn't get to talk about last time, and I believe we talked about it on our podcast once, Daniel, with you and Chris. I believe so. But it's basically the fact that we are almost beyond now believing that what could be in there is a plesiosaur. We are so close to proving what it actually is, which is what some of us have believed it is for a long time. And as much as I want to say it, if you've heard my talk, or you've heard me talk about this at all, you know what kind of animal I'm talking about. And to send you a wink or send you a little hint, just look up what is the most eDNA found. What species has the most eDNA in Loch? Just type that into Google and it will tell you. And they are very close to proving that. By this time next year, we will all be having the same conversation that, oh my God, can you believe that's what's in Loch Ness? And if that is what is in Loch Ness, most likely that is what is also in all of these lakes, all of these rivers that people see. They are rare, but it's something in nature that can happen absolutely naturally. And they're shy and elusive just as much as Bigfoot, if not maybe even more. And so being able to share all these things about the sea and whatnot and these new developments is really exciting. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about that. And it's going to be great.
That's awesome. Now, I must put some breaking news into the podcast now.
Okay.
I think the podcast is glitched because we have one of the biggest legends, I'm going to say, in Bigfoot. And Ryan, I'm so sorry, but... And I can see him smiling now. You are this person is from Expedition Bigfoot. I can't wait to kind of have him in the UK. And I first met him in Florida, and he is probably, apart from Ryan, one of the loveliest guys I've ever met. And it's going to be amazing. So. Chris, why did that, mate? That's just terrible. And I can see that he's doing the same thing. So please welcome to the stage, Mr. Russell Acorn.
Yeah.
Thank you. After an intro like that, I mean the expectations are so high. But you're right, Ryan is quite a lovely man. He's awesome to work with.
Love you, bud.
Good to see you, buddy. Look, I hate to cut this short. I'm on trying to get some traveling done today. I've got quite a drive ahead of me, about 9.5 hours. But I did want to jump on, give you guys a little bit of love and support. I cannot wait to get there and see the team, see everybody, and just kind of get in the woods in the UK. I think that would be kind of fun. Do a little bit of interaction, and RPG is going to be there. So I mean, what's not to be fun about that?
Come on now. It's good to see you, Russ. You look good, you handsome SOB.
Myself and Laura cannot wait to have you in the UK, right, Laura?
Indeed.
And say there's so many people excited to see you and Maria, and I think it's just going to be amazing. And say I had an email yesterday to say that we have a family traveling from Germany and Norway to come and meet both of you, which is awesome. And we have people travel from everywhere and say it's a pleasure to have you in the UK. And first time, I believe.
I've only dropped in and maybe a day at a time kind of thing. It's been but that was during military days. That was my whole life was a blur back then, so I really couldn't tell you how much fun or how much time. It was so fast.
And say so.
But
Just some.
this time I get to enjoy it.
Just some introductions to Russ. So this is Jill Roberts and Chris Alsford. Jill is my, I'm gonna say, long-lasting grandmother that started all this with me.
Long suffering.
Excuse me, Laura. And Chris Alsford is a former Queen's Guard, but is it's also a little bit of a pain. But yeah, and he's been on this adventure with me.
Daniel, you unmuted me and you still didn't shut up. Right, so I'm looking forward to showing you around a bit of the UK. All right, I'm looking forward to you arriving.
Look forward to
Yeah,
it.
It was me that messaged you a couple of years ago. You messaged back. We were talking about Daniel. I'm glad you didn't take it seriously and you agreed to come.
We can still talk about Daniel anytime you want.
Oh yeah, no problem. Check your phone now.
And say, Russ, just before you go, would you like to tell everyone how kind of excited you are for the conference and come do foot podcasting as well?
Okay, so because you're breaking up a little bit, I'm guessing, I'm just going to guess here that you wanted me to say a little bit about what we're going to do and how amazing RPG is and how much I look forward to seeing you and Lauren and everybody there. Got it. I can do that. No, I ever since you approached me about coming, it was kind of on again, off again, because what I do now, I have a job that prohibits me from doing very much travel, and especially out of country. I literally have to ask and get permission granted to leave the country right now. So the fact that I'll get to come out and see you guys and get in the wood line and kind of show off. I'm going to bring a parabolic mic so that people can realize what they're missing. You can stand in the forest and think that you're hearing everything, and you're only hearing maybe a tenth of it. A parabolic mic allows you to hear things that are so far away, and just an amazing tool for any kind of research, whether it's Bigfoot. It doesn't matter. It's a great tool. And then also I'm going to see if they'll allow me to bring them on and RPG. Maybe we can talk a little later on this. I have a thermal imaging device that is handheld and just kind of looks like a radar detector it's what we use on the show, the smaller one.
Yep.
But I'd like to be able to show people how the thermal imaging works at nighttime, and just kind of give you the do's and don'ts and why they're so much more effective. Because if something's good at camouflaging, you won't see it in PVS 7 like night vision goggles, but you will in the thermal because you can't hide a heat signature, and it'll stand out like a spotlight. So to me, it's the more effective tool for any kind of research. If you guys have the casting materials, then we will be able to do some footprint casting, and that in itself is so much fun, because then you realize the magnitude of when you pick up a footprint from something enormous and large, and you're looking at it, you compare it to your own size of your own foot. It's just a real thriller.
And Russ, the only other thing that I wanted to mention that people are excited for is the Patterson Gimlin film tool as well.
Oh no, we're not talking about that. I have a film that I spent entirely too much money and time on, but it's because I won't turn it into a theater movie. It's just one of those things where I get to go to conferences and I will show it to a specific audience that has an interest in it. It's an animated and live interview with Bob Gimlin himself, and he tells his story. And there's things that are revealed in that movie that are people didn't know, people didn't realize, the kind of things they went through that day and that night, and the interaction between he and Roger, and it's a lot of fun, but it's extremely informative, and I think you'll enjoy it. Well, I'm quite certain you'll enjoy it if you have any interest in Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Yeah,
It's
amazing.
awesome. Hey, so my final question before I let you go, Russ, is who are people going to enjoy more, Mr. Ryan Golembeske or Russell Acorn?
Oh, definitely.
Which one?
Hands down, RPG. He has the energy for it. He has the good looks. He has the youth. I mean, he's got it all. I'm just the old guy dragging in from behind and doing what I can do and get by and get it back out of there before my energy runs out. He is nonstop.
What office are you running for, Russ? Because I'm voting. I'm voting.
Good.
So Russ, mate,
Big footer of the week.
Russ, thank you so much for coming on, and we can't wait to see you in about a month and a half.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's coming up pretty quick. Hey, RPG, just for everybody here, is there going to be any issue with me bringing that thing on my I don't want to put it in the luggage, the check-in, because if I lose something, that is something I'm not willing to lose.
I would bring it. I would do carry on. We'll double check with you, but I would carry that
Please.
on. And if
Yes.
it obviously takes batteries. You have to remove those batteries though, and the batteries may have to. Yeah. What kind of batteries does it take? Because if you're truly worried, then we can source the batteries. I'm sure we have them in England.
Let's do that. I will, Daniel, if you guys don't mind, I'll use this same feed that we were on. I will show you the batteries that we use for the thermal imaging. They're a wonky looking battery. They're kind of interesting, but if we can get batteries there, then I will not bring them on the airplane, which would save a whole lot of hassle. And same with my parabolic mic. It takes little AAA batteries or AA batteries, I believe, one of the two. Let's leave those
We've
here.
got loads of those.
Yeah, I won't put batteries in those either. That would save a lot of hassle.
And just remember, if you just act like Matt Moneymaker, and if anyone gives you a problem, just say, "Do you have any idea who I am?"
Yeah, and then they get on the microphone. Hey, lost and found. This gentleman doesn't know who he is.
That's right.
Anybody lost a senior citizen is senile.
Yeah, you'll be fine though, man. You'll get it across. It's not you're
Okay.
not taking anything wildly illegal or a weapon.
No.
It may appear
No.
to be some kind of sonic weapon, but it is not. So
Right.
Yep.
So I won't need I was afraid that they would ask me to turn it on and show them how it works. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll say, "Hey, what is this? Show me, that this is indeed what it is." But we'll give it a shot.
you just lead with, "I am going to a conference. I am a world-renowned Bigfooter, and I'm being serious about this. And this is a parabolic mic used to pick up sound and stuff." And once you start talking, they're like, "Okay." Because I bring an atomic flashlight, which puts off this crazy light signature. They're looking for very specific things to make sure no terrorists are coming through.
Right,
You do
understood.
not appear to be that. So
No, I'm very sensitive to having somebody take my things that I have. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be okay. We don't want you coming over upset, Russ. We want happy Russ. Happy Russ.
I took mine the other way. I took mine your way.
Yeah,
and it's got a pistol grip on it.
Okay.
It's got a pistol grip on it, and nobody even looked at it. And then I brought it back this way as well. So
okay, perfect. Thank you. All right.
So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. It's good.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I look forward to this. And you guys, we're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Oh, and say, Russ, the only thing that I'm gonna have to warn you, I'm gonna ask that you not have too much fun with Laura, and Laura don't have too much fun with you, and you have fun with the rest of us. Is that all right?
You know what? Here's the deal, Daniel. I refuse to make such a promise nor sign any NDA.
So Russ, mate, I cannot wait to see you, and everyone is so excited to have you on this side of the pond. and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I think, as you just said, we are going to have a lot of fun.
I'm gonna bring obviously I'm gonna bring some photographs, but I was gonna keep my stuff that I bring light and compact. Um, do you have any idea? And maybe we should talk about this offline, but if you could give me a number on like anticipated crowd, and then I will bring about 1/10 of that as far as pairs of books, because I don't want to be overloaded there. I'd like to bring some books to share and you know, for the table, that kind of thing, but I don't want to, nothing worse than overpacking and then having to lug all that stuff back. So I got to be careful.
Absolutely, mate. Say what we'll do. Me and Laura will give you a ring next week at some point.
With my schedule, where I work at, I'm prohibited to bring a cell phone, a Fitbit, earpiece. I cannot bring any electronics in the area that I work at. And I do
Oh,
12 to 14-hour shifts. And that's the phone is going to be almost impossible. So
we'll email you.
let's just stick with communication on Messenger, please.
Absolutely, mate. That's fine. No,
All right.
no problem at all.
Okay.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ross. I cannot wait to see you here, mate. And most importantly, give you a hug. It'll be amazing.
See you guys later. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers,
Good to
Ross.
see you.
Take care.
Good to see you too, RPG.
See you in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers, bro.
You know, he really is kind of a fun guy.
I like how he started talking about work and it all went all glitchy, like somebody was watching in. Oh, he's talking about work. Cut him off. The Men in Black.
Yeah.
And say, guys, honestly, anyone who watched that, Ross is one of the most loveliest guys, apart from RPG. And it is
And you've missed Chris again.
what?
He's going to sob in the corner a moment.
Chris is the most fun. Let's just be honest.
I'm sorry. Well, okay. To everyone watching right now, I kind of see Chris as too close to be family rather than. Although that hurts Ryan. Well, anyway, we'll be back after the break, guys, and say that was just an amazing, and I mean amazing, experience to see Mr. Acord on this podcast, and we can't wait to see him very, very soon. So we will be back after Legend Seekers Uncut advert.
Legend Seekers, uncut, hosted by investigator and fan favorite RPG.
My life phase, he kicks back. Left coffee ring maps on a scribbled notepad. Did we keep that in? Probably not. Outtake stacked like a bonfire plot. Backstage, Bigfoot mask on a coat rack. Half zip bag with plastic casts in the back. Legend books open, dog ear bent. Someone lost the car keys in the tent again. This is Legend Seekers, uncut. When the tails take off and the guard comes up. When the cameras sleep, but the room lights up. Yeah, the real weird fun shows up. Legend Seekers, uncut. Behind every hun and a half-spun gut. We're still laughing about the prints in the mud. Cause the real show rolls when the red light cuts.
Okay. I was the only one dancing to that. Let's go. That song is so good. It's so catchy. Come on now.
I didn't hear a song.
What?
You know, well,
Yeah.
It's a good
hold
one.
on. You didn't press unmute. See that's your fault. Honestly, Legend Seekers Uncut is awesome, and I don't want to give credit as Mr. Ellsworth knows, and Nan knows, and Laura knows, and Ryan knows. I don't want to give credit, but that was my father that did that intro, and say that advert and say that podcast will be coming back very, very soon. Once everyone calms down. Now, I'm not sure everyone has recovered from having just what a lovely guy on this podcast. And say I can't wait to have him. And say the amount of interest in talks and conversations that he's given over the years about his research, his time in the military, and talking to all different people at conferences. We can't wait to have him in UK.
No.
So, moving on to our official main schedule. Now, I'm going to pass it over to our co-organizer, Laura, to tell us a little bit about the main day, and she knew that was coming. And here is the main schedule, guys, for you all to see. And over to you, Laura.
Yes, so we've got a mixture of movie people and monster people. We have got Natasha Tassini and Stranger. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong schedule, I think. No, I'm not. This is the talks, yeah, on the Saturday. So we've got Luke and Natasha, and then Vera Cardosa. Has Vera been over before?
She has been over once before.
Yeah.
She came in 2023, I think.
Something.
Oh.
She's absolutely lovely. Very interesting to listen to. Yeah, she's lovely.
And then we've got Richard Felix. So most of the UK will know him from Most Haunted. One of the things that I do actually have watched and know.
Wow, Laura.
There you go. We've got the Stranger Things Q&A, and then we've got the wonderful Dr. Maria Mayer, and then Game of Thrones Q&A with Ross and Spencer.
Ross and Spencer, yeah.
Ross and Spencer, that's right. And then we've got Russell, Mr. Acord doing a talk, Brian King Sharp, and we've got an Expedition Bigfoot Q&A, and then
Don't worry about that last one. Don't worry about that last one.
We might have to, depending on how time goes, of course.
What? What?
Yes, Laura. Yeah, there you go. We might have to cut Ryan out.
Please.
No.
So I'll kind of say. So I'll throw this to you, Chris. So we've done a lot of organising with Nan. And say, do you remember back when Vera did her talk?
Yes. But I think that was my first one, and I was like wandering around in a dream state, wondering what's going to happen next and what just happened before. In fact, I spent a lot of time wondering. But yes, I remember Vera very well.
And most of these talks are accessible, aren't they, with a general admission ticket? So they are part of the cost of the ticket. There's only a couple that are extra on top. So you can have a great day of just opening your mind and, you know, hearing all these different people tell us about their thoughts.
That'd be awesome. And say, Laura, I think you were, apart from that Chris loved Bigfoot before, you're a bit like Nan again. Obviously, Nan's my grandmother, but we came into you and I think you said to me and Nan, "What's Bigfoot? What? And sorry, what?" I think that was your sentence to us.
Yeah, I think I've probably told you that it's slightly bonkers, but, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound.
I think that was the word you used, actually.
Always. But, you know, who knows?
And
well, we do.
And say, yeah. And say, so guys, I'll go around everyone then. Who you most looking forward to see out of that guest lineup? So I'll start with Mr. Golembeske.
Well, first of all, I think it's completely normal and wonderful to think it is bonkers, because it isn't something commonplace that comes up in a daily conversation at the pub. But Daniel, you, through Mythical Legends and with Chris and with Nan, you've introduced that and infused it into your local community, where now it is a conversation piece. And it's only a matter of time before we run into somebody right there in the countryside that goes, I don't want to be on camera, but oh yeah, they walk through all the time. I mean, and I think you're getting closer and closer to that. So if you are a skeptic, or you think, you know, this is kind of interesting, I'm not sure, that's wildly okay. Like, come to this event. It's not just about, that's the beauty of movies and monsters. You know, if you love the movies, there's going to be people from that avenue there as well. But you may also learn something while you're there, and it may open your mind to the fact that, yeah, relic hominids or something with an equal amount of intelligence as us, or maybe more so when it comes to living in tune with nature, lives right next to you, and you have no idea. And I think the beauty of accepting that is that the world is so much more magical than we know. And I think we're all looking for that little extra magic in a very kind of mundane life, the way they've designed our culture. But anyway, I digress. I can't say that I'm particularly excited about anyone individually, because I haven't met most of these stars that you've met, Daniel. You know, like, I haven't met them. So I'm excited to meet all of them, like, to be honest. But I'm most excited because, as a lot of you know, I fell in love with England. I love it. I was just talking to the guys before we started the show. You have something special. It's like small town America, where everybody knows your name, and you meet at the same pub all the time for dinner at the end of the day, and you have crack some jokes, have a pint, go home. Like, you have something so special. And for me to be able to come back and spend just a small amount of time, mostly working, because Daniel's a bit of a slave driver, but I get to experience that. And that is truly, I mean, just going to Nan's house and having tea is like wildly, that's like a year's worth of therapy just to be there with Nan and Grant. So, like,
which hold on, if you do something wrong, you'll be banned from.
I know. That's why I say yes to everything.
Can I just point out that I never ban him? It's
That's
only
true.
the boss that says.
Yeah. But no, I can't wait to see Chris.
Hold on. Who's the boss now?
Well, that's what I said. Only the boss is going to ban him. It's never going to be Nan banning him, is it?
There you go. Yeah. So I just want to hear it. And then so I will now go to Mr. Alsford. Chris, who are you most looking forward to see him?
Nan.
Done. Fast and simple.
Oh, sorry. Did you want me to fatten that up and think of something? No, hey, just on the back of what RPG just said, a few weeks ago, I was at a wedding and somebody said, Chris, you're the guy from Legend Seekers on YouTube, the Legend Seekers Network. Sorry, little plug there. I saw a big cat and I was like, really? Let's get a beer. And him and his wife sat me down and told me how they'd had a big cat run out in front of them recently. So that's what I was doing last weekend when I was sending you the videos. I was out where the sighting was.
Oh.
That's awesome, mate.
It's a really cool thing that people starting to trust us with their stories and being able to talk about it in the pub. Like you say, it's not a pub conversation, but it is for us.
It is for us. Yeah.
And it will be in August, those types of conversations.
Yeah, but not in the pub. So Laura, not in the pub. And now going to you, Laura. Who are you most looking forward to seeing?
Obviously me.
I'm only human. And Ryan, of course. And
yes.
And Richard Phoenix, because I'm not really a TV person, or film buff, unfortunately. So
are we allowed to say what one of Richard's topics is about? Are we allowed to say that now?
Well, I don't see why not.
Theory that I've really, really been interested in it for a long time is called rock tape, and it's way out there, and I love it. So I don't want to spoil the surprise. Rock tape, Google it.
Yeah,
And,
that's what he's going to be talking about on the
yeah.
Saturday daytime. Again, that's part of the general admission ticket.
Yes, and I'll be sat right at the front with a pen and paper, you know, in that blank look.
Is that, not to ruin it, and I'm not gonna, but is that the theory on ghosts?
That would be the theory of, imagine if you went to Auschwitz and you noticed that there's something in the air.
Yes,
That would-
and it's because it is stored. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm with you on it. I'm with you on it. Awesome, yeah.
And now, finally, I've given her time to think, to my partner in crime, Jill Roberts, aka Nan. Who are you most looking forward to seeing? And please don't make a joke like these three have. Be actually professional on the Mythical Legends podcast.
Yeah, you
which
can't
always
just say
are.
Chris, obviously, because everybody knows anyway.
I'll be the grown up then here, shall I? Yeah, because I can use this as an excuse, because Chris and RPG aren't guests for me. They're just mates. They're friends. We go back a long way. We've had so much fun, so much history. So of course I always want to see all of you, but you're just like extended family. I'm looking forward, I must admit, I'm looking forward to meeting Russ and Dr. Maria, because we've heard so much about them and I really want to see them in person, listen to what they say. But I'm also really excited to see some of the movie guys that I don't really know. I only know a little bit about some of them. So I really want to go and listen and talk to them and just see how they feel about being in these movies. What do they feel about it? I want to see everybody, actually.
That's a really good point, Nan, that I don't think a lot of us take into consideration that apart from Laura, we watch these films and we watch these people on TV, and like people like Spencer, he's in that suit, he's in Darth Vader's suit, and I'm like, how, and that's
yeah. How, you know, what are they thinking about? How do they feel about it? They're a character. We see a character that they portray. I want to know about them as
absolutely people. Yeah. And say, I know, Ryan, me and you have had many conversations about kind of film, TV, things like that, and there's so much that goes on that we don't see. And I think talking to some of these guys, like in Game of Thrones, is just really interesting, and I can't wait to kind of hear them to kind of see, like, they're White Walkers, so what kind of makeup do they have? How long do they spend in the chair? How it's those type of questions that you're more interested in, or kind of what actually got you into doing Game of Thrones. Those are some of the questions that I love. Even for some of the younger cast of Stranger Things, I sat and listened to them, and they explained how they got into it and how they first auditioned for Stranger Things, and it is a really fascinating kind of world in that genre, and I think cryptozoology and movies coming together is a pretty good idea. Not that I'm giving credit to Laura, but hey ho. So yeah, and say, Ryan and
we're
Chris,
hoping that everybody else will think the same, aren't we? It's not just one thing. Anyone that comes is going to have such a varied experience within the course of 1, 2, or 3 days.
They are.
I think the age group as well. We're covering a big age group as well, so there's something for everybody. And obviously, I think something for the ladies, you know.
I think what's incredible is at our hearts there is a little version of us, like the child version of us that never ages. It's our Peter Pan, our Wendy. And the beauty of an event like this is we get to feel that again. And that's that nostalgia that I've been feeling lately. Like, from the perspective of someone like a Spencer who's been doing it and is now older in the space, but still gets to play one of the most iconic characters of all time. Like, what is that like? That's like getting to be a kid, and not only getting to be a kid, but being respected for it. That's the difference, right? They once you reach a certain level with acting and being in media, you're allowed to do it. Like, people think it's cool that you're Darth Vader. And for like Elodie and what's the boy's name again? Raphael? Is it Raphael?
Raphael, there you go.
Raphael, yeah, like I cannot wait to pick their brains, because you know, I'm looking at my kids now and I want to do my own Stranger Things series in Florida, set with them. And what is it really at the end of the day? It's what we all did as kids. We got on our bikes and we went as far as we could, you know, that felt safe for us, went on an adventure, and then came home and didn't tell mom or dad, because they're like, yeah, we set off fireworks in an old castle we shouldn't have been in, you know what I mean? But they got to be a part of one of the most significant cultural, I don't know, just movements with Stranger Things, that everybody of all ages watched that show and loved that show. I'm showing my kids now. I'm going back through the whole series so that by the time I come and we have our moment, like, I can really be in love with it. Like I was in love with it when it first came out all those years ago. So yeah, picking these people's brains, like come for the environment and the community, but come to find out, like, how do you retain your Peter Pan-ness throughout life? And these people are living examples of it. And I just think that is like bragging rights to no end. You know, I'm happy for all of them, like, and their families. So
absolutely.
Hats off to RPG for giving a scientific excuse for my childishness.
Well, there you go. Right. Well, you got a free pass. You got a free pass for a weekend.
Rock and roll.
And also because we always lighten the conversation, was I the only one to see the wind come through at Nan's camera and all her hair goes up? I found that quite funny.
It's so hot here with no air. We open the door again, and every now and then a gust of wind comes in.
That was magic.
Like Poppins.
That was her magic. That wasn't wind. Her magic. She's got to keep it under control.
You found out.
I know.
So kind of to touch upon our last couple of subjects then. So we have something called the all-inclusive package. I must say it was Laura's idea to have the camping event. And say, if anything goes wrong, ladies and gentlemen, Nan, who do we blame it on?
Gramps.
You, I think.
Excuse me, Nan, who do we blame it on?
Obviously, we blame it on DJ.
Pushing blame on anyone, aren't we?
Laura, it's fine. It's fine.
We take full responsibility.
No.
Look, genuinely, I maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that me and Laura discussed this, but it's just she got to you to put forward the idea, so I got to carry the can for some of it, I think. Am I right in saying that, Laura? Wasn't this camping idea a conversation we evolved?
Quite possibly.
Because it's been going on a little while now.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Why has Daniel's got that face?
He's got a text message again. You know what he's like.
Okay, so we'll have a conversation after the podcast. But so go into the all-inclusive schedule. So on the Friday night we have the VIP meet and greet at the Ibis. Now your three hosts are Ryan, RPG, Golembeske, Chris Alsford, and
Daniel Lee Barnett.
And say that evening, you are going to have an epic evening, and say it will be possibly all the guests. We don't know. We are going to keep it a surprise to who will turn up. And say we look forward to having a chat with all of you, and say it will just be a really nice evening where we can just sit down and talk, and say, if you want to talk about films, we'll talk about films. If you want to talk about Bigfoot, we'll talk about Bigfoot. If you want to talk about how Chris has no hair, we'll talk about that.
That'll be a short conversation.
There are so many things that we're happy to discuss. Right, Ryan?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's it's a less rushed, more casual environment that allows you to have those conversations, like just slightly longer, better conversations. And if you can swing it and you can make it, I would always be a part of the VIP event. It gives you that little extra that I think everyone hopes for when they go to these conferences and
Mm.
festivals. So yeah,
A
and
little
it's
personal touch, a little
personal
personal
touch.
touch.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
And no topics are barred. You can even ask about Daniel's quiff.
Yes, we were gonna have. Listen, how do you know when people love each other, right? Or when they're close? Is because they bust each other's chops, and that's what we're gonna do. So if you come to the VIP event, you're also gonna see a little bit more of the behind the scenes of how this works. And if you like feeling like your family, you know, and I know sometimes that's tough, but if you like feeling like your Mythical Legends family or, you know, Bridgewater Community Center family, please attend because you're gonna feel it. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Whatever we do it with a lot of humor and fun and easygoing, and try to. It's just whatever everybody wants to do, isn't it? The main objective is for everyone to relax and just have a good time.
Say actually, I love that message, Nam, because that is the message of the entire weekend. And actually, I want to come out and be serious for a second about the entire weekend. There is not. We have a reason behind doing these conventions, and there is a reason why I started doing them, because we bring people together, and people have a voice at our conventions and conferences and events, and people also can come and feel like they belong, and it is all for the neurodivergent community, and we welcome everyone, and say that's why I think Laura kind of said you can't stop this. I know everyone jokes about it, and I'm absolutely fine with it. That the people joke about that I said it'll be my last event last May. It was then when Laura then said, and Laura, you have to put your hand up to this and go that it was at the My Bigfoot Life cinema screening that you went, you can't stop this. I think you were just full of love with me because you just watched the documentary. So yeah,
Indeed, of
but
course.
but that is why we do these events. Can I kind of get a unanimous okay there? Is that
Yes.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I also want to say, like, come dressed up. Like, this is also an opportunity to come dressed as your
Cosplay,
favorite
yeah.
people or whatnot. The more you engage
not?
in this, yeah, make it as epic as you want, dude. I wish there was more reasons to dress up and have fun and do these things. So use this as your excuse to come fully engaged in your imagination. Like, we definitely we promote that all day.
Yeah. It's an all-inclusive event.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, guys, it has been almost an hour, and I know that everyone needs to get to their places. I need to have dinner, and Laura has some children to take care of. So we are going to stop it there, but we will be back before the event. We may even be back with a couple of the Stranger Things guests. Who knows? But guys, this has been an awesome podcast. We cannot wait to see you in August. It is going to be a once in a lifetime chance to be there. Tickets are currently on the website Movie and MonsterCon at Weebly.com. You can visit our website or go onto Facebook and see all the announcements and updates that we post on there. And if you would like to contact myself, Laura, or any of the organizers, then you can either message us on Facebook or email us at moviemonstercon@gmail.com. So, guys, it's been a long time since I've said these words. And before I say them, is there anything else that anyone would like to add?
I just want to say movies and monsters for life. Awesome. I'm stoked.
Yeah,
And
we're super excited that it's coming and it's going to be fun.
Yep.
So, guys, can't wait to say these words. Ready? Keep searching, stay mythical, and most importantly, stay safe out there, guys. And we cannot wait to see you
in August. See you soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Mythical Legends with Daniel Lee Barnett. Thank you for joining us as we explore the stories, encounters, and legends that continue to challenge what we think we know about our world. Remember, myths are born somewhere, and every legend begins with someone brave enough to tell their story. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share Mythical Legends with fellow seekers of the unknown. Mythical Legends is part of the Legend Seekers Network. Until next time, keep questioning, stay curious,